Tales from the Emerald Duchess is a roleplay-heavy, modified 4th edition D&D podcast and is licensed under Creative Commons Non-Commercial 4.0 International License. Follow us on Twitter and interact with the cast at Duchess Crew.
Alright, welcome back to Dervla. When last we left, Lace almost died because she just swan dove off a tower.
Can you blame her?
I mean, no.
Yes.
Vonry, Malik, and Fen did some research and conspiracy theorizing. Shared their theories with Kellam and Vonry, and now they are gathering everybody in Kellam's room. We resume.
Ben and Malik had something to share with the class.
So, alright, I decided I wanted to head to the library to learn more about what might be happening here. And, well, I had found that, turned out 150 years ago, Dervla split. All the elves and fae went to the mainland, and whoever stayed would get shipments once a month. And there was a ruler there who had a group of rangers, a small army. His name is Rule. And they protected the province from any sort of threats. And for the time being, the land was good. But then 60 years ago, what happened was this other army came. And they were trying to get into the city, and the portals weren't closed in time by the rangers. So they came and killed Rule, ripped off his head. I forgot to mention, Rule became very lax with the rangers and protecting the country, the province. And second in this command, Eamon, took care of things, and it came known to be partially his and Rule's fault that the portals didn't close, but he was the one to blame. It turns out Rule shares the same last name as Jara, and Eamon also shares that name. They're her brothers. So we found that they're Yara's brother, and Yara had, we had kind of figured out that when the army attacked, they took a bunch of elves with them, and Yara was one of them. And that caused a civil war between the solar faction and the lunar faction, Naciran and Nateran. And I believe that the reason there's two choices we have, and I could not figure out the rest. I know that the High Priestess and the High Arcanist are somewhat behind this.
They're lesbians.
They are the reasons why the portals would be closed, but they could also not be behind it and not be aware of what's going on. They are also lesbians, and they could be very distracted lesbians.
Lesbians?
What does that mean, distracted lesbians?
I mean, it's kind of like you and Yara when shit's going down.
You know how you and Yara have your alone time?
Not like that. What are you insinuating?
I'm not saying you two are together, but it's around the same premise of you two being close.
I feel like it's different if you're saying we're lesbians or not.
Oh no,
I'm not a lesbian.
No, that's not what she said.
I am saying you and Jara share a relationship of being close. Platonic, of course, it's platonic. But the High Priestess and the High Arcanist are also close, but romantically. So it shares the same premise of being close and maybe even being distracted by one another.
Like best friends.
Alright, I guess that can make... I feel like if there was a whole, conspiracy war thing going on, I feel like a friendship with Yara wouldn't keep me from noticing that.
No.
No. That okay. You know what, Lace? It doesn't matter. You're not a lesbian.
It doesn't matter. You're not a lesbian.
Well, I'm aware of that, thank you. I mean, I could be wait, am I a lesbian?
Lace, we'll figure that out later, please.
This isn't the point.
Wait, how do you know if you're a lesbian?
Yeah, Lace, later.
I feel like this is something I should know.
Lace, we got shit to
How
do.
do you know if you're a lesbian?
No, stop. We'll figure out if you're a lesbian later, alright? We'll figure it out later.
There are more important matters happening right now, Lace.
Lace, I promise I will sit with you and help you figure out if you're a lesbian, but right now is not the time.
We'll get through this.
Alright, so this is all conspiracy. I could be entirely wrong, but I am pretty sure this might also be the work of the High Priestess Council. The people she talks to. The people that she works with, the people that do things for her. So they have a group of people that works under them, and we saw the posters there. Traders of the Moon will be killed.
It's like, yep.
I think Traitors of the Moon beware.
No, traitors of the moon will be killed on sight.
Enemies of the air, beware.
Enemies of the air, beware.
But they're angry still. Who was in charge when Rule died? Aemon. Where is Aemon from? What is Aemon? A high elf, of course, like Jara is, which is the Solar faction.
But this is where my shit cuts in. I think, because this is where it gets suspect, right? If you think about it. When Rule was, the general and shit, they said he got lax, and Aemon was, he was very vigilant. He was still on top of shit. If Aemon was vigilant and on top of shit, then that means that, technically, even though Rule was in charge, Aemon was his second in command. In the pictures we saw, they were damn near twins. They were identical. So they were practically twins. So I'm pretty sure if Aemon walked into a room of advisors or rangers or what the fuck ever and said, I'm Rule, we're gonna do this shit, they would probably go, yeah, this is Rule. They look exactly alike. How the fuck are we supposed to know? We just gonna listen. You ain't gonna question your superior. That's just shit you don't do. So my thing is, if this motherfucker commanded the Rangers at any point and he knew shit was up because he was the vigilant one, Rule didn't give a fuck, he's the one that cared. The army, when it arrived, the Rangers still went into motion. They just weren't fast enough to close specific portals. Isn't it suspicious that the portals they got through to were the ones where Rule was technically vulnerable at? And that's just really suspect. That, because if these two are always together, and Aemon's really vigilant, and he's the one helping keep on top of shit because Rule ain't paying attention, hey, why the fuck did they manage to get to him of all people when he wasn't even in, you know what I'm saying? It sounds suspect to me. I feel like Aemon probably was sick of being under his brother in this way, because I feel like he took over. I feel like he kind of got the guy and started the civil war for his own gain. That's why I don't really feel like the priestess and the arcanists are really a part of this, because they don't give a fuck. They're too busy being lesbians. They really don't give a fuck. They're sitting there drinking and having a good time, and they don't give a fuck. They don't care. This isn't the politics that really matter to them. This is some militaristic bullshit, control bullshit, right? But also, hear me out.
Wait. What do you mean being busy being lesbian? What are lesbians doing that take up so much of their time? This keeps being mentioned. Are they making something really big or something? You all keep mentioning lesbians being busy. What are they doing?
Lace.
Okay, but you keep mentioning lesbians being busy being lesbians, so I want to know what they're doing. That seems suspicious. If it's been
Probably intercourse.
And walks towards a wall and bonks her head against it.
Malik goes into his bag, takes out his sweaty kilt, goes over to Lace, and probably whaps her in the face with it and turns back around.
I don't know. I've never met a lesbian. Have I? I don't know if I have. I've never asked. But apparently, since they weren't busy doing something, they weren't a lesbian?
Oh my god. No. Okay, you know what? Let's get this over with now. Lace, A lesbian is a girl who likes other girls.
I'm aware of that, thank you.
But sometimes, you know, like, what gay panic is.
I don't know what that means, but I feel like...
Okay. You know how, like, sometimes, when two people really love each other, they just like get distracted within one another. They can't be apart. They just want to be together all the time.
Wait a minute.
What? No, that's not a thing.
You know how, like, have you seen two people together and they're, like, all really, really close to each other?
Okay. Alright, I'll accept that for now, but we still gotta figure out if I'm a lesbian or not.
We will, I promise.
Goddamn. Okay, so then after that happened, what ended up happening is the Solar faction, not the Lunar faction, the Solar faction, in which Rule and Eamon were technically in charge of, blamed it on the Lunar faction for not being efficient enough in getting the portals closed to protect him, which seems a little sus, because, like, if Rule is in charge of the Rangers that are in charge of keeping the province safe, then why the fuck would it be the Lunar faction's fault for Rule not having his shit on top of the fucking game? Why wouldn't it be Eamon's fault for not being his second command, for being on top of it? And why wouldn't it not be whoever's under him? You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't have been the Lunar faction. It would have been the Solar faction, because that's their shit. So it seemed really sus that Eamon would be like, oh, my brother died. I must call out the Lunar faction for not protecting my brother with the fucking... It don't make sense. Like, you see what I'm talking about?
Guess who's angry? The Lunar faction. The Lunar faction is angry with the Solar faction, and the Solar faction are traitors to the moon, and that's why there's another civil war happening. That's why we have to go to Nasirin, because with Jara here, no offense to Jara, being a high elf, we will be killed living in a Lunar faction city. Well, village. We're kind of near the city. A lot of hours away. But we can't be here.
And I'm sure you're probably like, well, why does it matter? We're like, Yara's in our party, yes, but like, Yara's not like all up in our shit. Well, if you remember what Captain said, and I will call you out on this, Captain, I apologize.
Well, it was Orion.
They're half and half Captain. It's still, I call him Captain, fuck it. So, like... So, like, when the one lady rolled up on us and said, what the fuck are y'all doing up in my shit? And, like, his response was, oh, it's okay. He didn't say, she's with me. No, he said, oh, no, she's mine.
Basically, Orion decided to say he had control over Jara. And that's what a claim.
What I said was stupid when it happened.
It wasn't stupid at the time, because we thought, oh, see, now she thinks
it is stupid to announce to a random stranger that you basically have a slave in your midst, so I think that's a stupid
decision. Shut the fuck up. God, let me get to this, god damn it. I will put you in timeout. Shit. God damn. Fucking, what I'm saying is at the time, it seemed like, not smart, but like, a little convenient, because we were thinking that she felt threatened by Jara because of some bullshit that we didn't know about, but because she was under the control of another person who was keeping her quote-unquote behaved, that it was fine. But now, under the context that Jara is the younger stolen sister of the guy who snitched and tried to blame them on the other dude's death and has started a civil war, it's a bigger problem, because now the Lunar faction's like, oh, that bitch is back, and oh, these fuckers are like attached to this girl, and like we will use Jara against them in some sort of way and form with Nasirin to like worsen the civil war. So we are literally under the fucking radar. We are under the fucking radar. This shit's bad.
Well, it is all just a theory anyways. No one knows for sure that's what happened.
It's a conspiracy theory. This is what we theorizing. What I'm saying is that this probably came out as a display of power, possibly going wrong. Like, when the army arrived, they didn't have any idea that the consequences, like, they didn't know what they was gonna gain. The portals could have shut down properly, and they couldn't have done jack shit, gotten nowhere, and then left. Like, that could have been a whole probability. I'm just saying.
I've got no idea. Why don't we all shut up for 5 fucking seconds and let Jara talk, since she would be the one knowing the most of what's going fucking on here?
That was very rude of you, Lace. That was very rude.
Am I wrong? You guys are theorizing about Yara's family. She's right here and could say something, but y'all won't shut the fuck up.
Because we haven't gotten out the initial, like, we're trying to get our ideas together so we can confirm. But, like, if we don't get...
Couldn't she just immediately tell you whether your ideas are right or not?
Well, she hasn't been here for 60 years, Lace.
Well, I mean, she could still give you some base details you might be missing. I think it would be better to get her opinion than wait on it. We let her tell us how she feels about this, and if she doesn't want to hear it, we let her step away so she doesn't have to hear it.
She's a grown woman, Lace. If she didn't want to hear it, she could leave the room.
She was with us first and agreed that we should talk to the crew as a whole.
Yeah.
We talked to her about it before talking to everybody else. I know you think we're selfish, but we're not.
I understand you really care for her, but, like, you need to chill sometimes, because she's not a fucking child. You can't baby her on everything.
Well, I'm just saying you are talking like she isn't in the room next to you.
No, I'm not talking about Jara. I'm talking about the information we obtained from the library and the information we have now from personal experience in these last couple days.
You're taking what you learned and mixing it with slander.
If you think it's slander, that's fine. I'm just saying, that's what it looks like.
Story is, they split. 150 years ago, they split. Then ruled the land. He had a group of rangers that protected the people who stayed, who got a shipment every month for like surviving and stuff like that. There wasn't a lot of people left. 60 years ago, an army came, took a bunch of elves, ripped off Rule's head. Thing is, Rule was very lax all of a sudden. He stopped not super caring for his work, so his brother Aemon took place. Aemon tried to stop the army from entering with the rangers, but they could not close the portals in time. So, what happened was Rule's head was ripped off, and then the army took a bunch of elves. Jara was stolen with those elves, and now here comes in the theory part. The rest, for everything first, was fact. So, my theories were that something happened on the inside. It didn't really have to do with Aemon or Raoul, because they were brothers. They loved each other. I wouldn't have thought that. But my theory is what happens, at least what's going on now, with why we're in danger here, with why we can't get out, is that Solar Faction... No, it's true that the Solar Faction blamed the Lunar Faction for what happened. And now there's a separation between them, and the Civil War is happening. The Lunar Faction being angry at them, they want to do something about it. And the High Priestess and the High Arcanist are too wound up in each other to realize what's going on with their councils and what's going on with what the war is. With Jara being here, being a High Elf, we have to get the Naesir in, because that's where the High Elves live. If we're in the Lunar Faction with Jara, we will be killed because she is not a part of the Lunar Faction. She is technically a traitor of the moon. What Malik is trying to say is that Aemon let his brother die and then blamed it on the Lunar Faction. And now the Lunar Faction, again, is angry, and they want to go after Aemon, who lives in the Solar Faction. So
They probably
again,
know it's Aemon. They're going after Jara because she's related to Rule and Aemon, and Aemon's the one who pinned it. They're mad at the faction in general.
I do not believe that the Lunar Faction knew Yara was here until Orion proclaimed that she belonged to him.
Yeah, that didn't help.
But Malik said there's a lot of other stuff going on behind it that had to 60 years ago when Jara was taken away. And yeah, and sorry to get so angry with you, Lace, but we were told that this was okay to be talked about. That's why Vonri let us speak what we had to say. And again, I will help you with lesbianism later. Yara, do you have anything you would like to say?
No.
Okay, no, I was just asking. I'm sorry we upset you in any way.
Was some of their information fake?
just their theories.
Well, that's why they're called theories and not history.
Well, no, at this point, going off what Yara said, they're called lies.
Lace, hold on. There's a difference between a theory and a lie.
I don't think Malik and Finn are lying.
No, I don't think they're intentionally lying, but if Yara says their statements are false...
That's not a lie, that's being wrong.
Lace!
It's a false statement, it's a lie, what's the fucking difference?
There's a big difference.
Lace!
Because someone can believe they're telling the truth. They think, and then it'd be a lie, and they didn't know. That's lack of information, not...
I'm not saying they're intentionally lying.
Lace!
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you can sometimes lie without knowing it.
Lace. It's not a lie if we don't know the truth to begin with, for one. For two, if someone in your father's crew betrayed him without you ever knowing, and you trusted them with your whole life because they have been raised with you, would you not, if anything were to happen, would you not back them up no matter what? Because they were your family.
I'm confused what the context is. I'm just saying...
No, I'm saying, listen very closely, because this relates.
You all get onto me for interrupting, but you won't let me finish my sentence. Fucking hypocrites.
Well, then leave the room, since you really haven't had much to say that's been very helpful anyway.
Hold on. Let's everybody take deep breath, calm down. Lace, they're not trying to lie. Yes, you stated that. And Malik, you both just need to wait each other's turn to talk. You keep interrupting each other because you're getting upset. Please calm down.
I just think we have different definitions for the word.
Lace, you get
Lace, there's a lot of words that you don't know or fully know. And I'm trying to let you know what the correct definition is. Or
okay, Lace.
They weren't lying. It was lack of information, and they were just letting us know what they know. They don't know if it's the truth or not. They're just telling us what they have learned.
This is out of the stuff we've learned, what we have put together. I have assumed that there is something to do with the council of the High Priestess and the High Arcanist, and they're plotting something. But that's just my own belief. Whereas, if I'm not correct, it wouldn't be a lie. A lie would be me knowing that Yara was related to whoever and saying, no, she's not related to them, and telling someone else the truth. The lie, which I'm saying as the truth. That is a lie. Saying something that you are not aware of is not a lie, it's wrong.
It was just a misunderstanding. We can all get along. I was about to offer you a drink from my flask, but I forgot I dumped that out. My apologies. If I refill it soon, you can have a drink from it.
It still doesn't count as a lie for me, but I'm not going to say anything further on the matter.
Well, you just did, but okay, let's move on.
We have to go to Nasirin. No matter what, we're going to Nasirin.
The gate might be open in Nasirin.
If the gate is closed, that means the councils are in on each other, and my theory might be correct. If the gate is open, the solar faction is unaware. We're leaving one, and the solar faction is unaware of whatever threat may be on the island. It's either that, or we wait here, which is worse for us having Yara around.
I think we just need to prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and head out when we can.
If we go to Nasirin, at least we're safe and can wait there until we figure out why the portals are closed. But for now, we can be here. Well, we can wait there and figure it out. We have to leave soon. So we have to get to Nasirin, one, to see if the portal is closed. If it is okay with Yara, I would like, if Eamon still lives there, I would like to ask him about what happened. But that is not my place. Even though I am curious, I would like to ask him about what happened 60 years ago. But for now, the only important thing is trying to get out of here.
I agree. Does everyone have their bags packed? I can help if I get loaded up to go if we want to go now. Or do we want to sort of plan before we leave?
When should we leave? Would during the day be the best, or should we...
Ariane, Yara, and I tell you about all the dead bodies we saw when we were traveling? That was probably important.
Dead bodies?
Oh no.
Oh, there were a lot of dead bodies in military wear on the forest while we went through. So just, heads up.
Did you see anything else?
Yeah, Yara, do you know if they were like moon people or whatever?
They looked like both.
That's the worst answer.
Did you see anything else?
I saw like a really cool looking tree, but I don't think that counts.
I mean, like creatures or people or something living, I guess.
I mean, we didn't see anything living, I can tell you that. Conflict is very much happening and very much fresh.
Captain, when do you think we should leave?
Probably the sooner the better, honestly. I agree that we should be staying here is not the safest option for us. So when everyone's ready, I suppose we can go.
Yara, do you know if there's more cats we could ride on?
Probably is, yeah.
Okay. I guess we should go pack then?
Yep.
Oh, okay then.
Malik clears his throat, grumbles, "I'm going to my room."
Well, Fen follows him for stuff's in there.
So did everybody leave, or is there some people just standing in Kellam?
I mean, Lace's bag is still packed, so I think she just grabs it and goes back out into whatever common room to wait.
You'll get your stuff gathered. And you go to the place with the cats. And the dude is all like, are you renting or buying?
Renting.
Yeah, we're just renting. We'll get them back to you.
Right. 5 gold per saber per day.
Can we drop them? Is it like a Hertz? Like, can we drop them off at a different tiger place?
It's like a tiger rental chain.
Yeah. Because we can't take them on the ship with us, and
We just set them loose on the island.
I don't want to set them loose. I'll feel bad.
That seems like a fun time.
Wait, are we by a coast?
Considering the only shore you could land on that took you to the mainland was the island, the little town with the portals, no, you cannot access the shore.
Okay.
I mean, low key, like, if you say you rent them and you just never show back up, is there really a consequence?
I like how we're stressing out over tigers.
I have a little thing that is...
You have a little thing.
can get away with petty crime and minor criminal offenses.
That's not minor.
What if the tigers kill everybody?
Are you sure?
Stealing an entire herd of saber cats?
I think it's fine.
Do we need to buy these tigers and then sell them when we get to...
And we can get enough tigers for 2 people on 1 tiger.
Then we sell the tigers.
Yeah, Yara and I shared a tiger cat thing earlier when I didn't want to do horses.
Hey, Lace, that's what lesbianism is.
Yes.
That's lesbianism. You're a lesbian.
Captain.
You're a lesbian. I don't think. What about this lesbian? I just shared that.
Yes, we could have 2 people on each tiger, so 1, we have to buy less, and 2, it'd be less to sell anyways.
I don't mean to brag, but I'm an experienced grifter in the sense of selling things at much more than I paid for them, so I can help if we want to get the tigers and sell them.
Well, see, the problem here is, do we even have enough money to buy them in the first place?
So we could put...
We need 4.
Yeah, 4.
But Malik's really big, though, so we might need 5. No offense, Malik.
I'm really small.
Each cat is 200 gold.
Yeah, we're not buying a cat. Lace, you're getting over your fucking fear of horses.
There's no horses here. Okay, Fen's gonna... She's assuming Kellam is gonna pay him because he's the captain, so she hands Kellam 50 gold.
I'd rather walk.
All right, he's gonna give the money to the shopkeeper then.
It would take days, and you would rather walk
I will drag him.
in the middle of a civil war where they could kill you for being a sissy. I'm just saying.
I'll make sure he gets on the tiger. Malik, which one do you want, Malik? One do you want? I'm letting you choose because I'm making you get on one. Which one do you want?
He shrugs.
Okay, we're getting on the blue one.
He shrugs again.
She grabs his hand and takes him over to the blue tiger. Come on.
Start riding. Riding along.
Hey, Jara.
Hmm?
Do you remember what we talked about when it was just you and me in there? In my room?
Yeah.
Well, we need to do that sometime, so we gotta save up. Plus, it'll just be funnier if we have more money than Kellam and Arian and everyone else on the ship.
It would be hilarious.
Especially since everywhere we go, people act like I'm the real broke one. But, like, if I had the most... Oh, that would be great. See, this is before I came on the ship. This is when I just was overhearing, because I was eavesdropping. I was eavesdropping Vonri and Kellam talking about how Kellam almost lost a wrestling match to a really old man. But before then, this, like, random lady comes up to me, asks for all the silver I have, and just dumps a shit ton of money all over me. It was amazing! You know, I was trying to tell her she really needed some silver for, like, some sort of mystical shit. She could just have it. But, like, she just dumped the money and ran. It was amazing.
That definitely sounds amazing. Yeah.
Are we all together right now? We're leaving?
Yeah, all on the carts. Cats. Riding along. Riding along.
Lace, tell us about yourself.
What?
You have an open door to talk right now. Anything you want. Just fucking talk.
I'm good. I don't think I have anything to say.
This is the worst possible time. Why couldn't you... There's been so many times that would have been so useful. Why now?
Wait, the lesbian thing! You can tell me if I'm a lesbian.
You're a lesbian.
You did all right.
I don't know if I...
If you... Look. Fen, you take this. You take this.
So... to be with, who do you prefer? Men or women?
What you mean to be with?
Wait, okay, first let me ask this. Do you like people at all in a, you want to kiss them sense?
I don't know. How are you supposed to know that?
When you see someone that either you care about or someone that just you kind of if it's oh geez, there's a lot to go over. Say you see someone and then all of a sudden you get have you ever had butterflies in your stomach?
Not with a specific person, no.
Hold on, have you ever looked at a person and be like, I would have sex with them?
Maybe?
Have you ever looked at a female and was like, I would love to lay with them?
Not really?
Have you ever done that with a male?
I don't think so.
Have you ever looked at a female and thought, I would love to be with them? And by be with them, I mean be there for them, care for them, be around them, be helpful.
Yes, I have friends.
It's a little further than just friends. Like your bestest friend who you care for a little more.
Yes.
Bonner's just trying not to laugh.
I mean, I've never seen a person and been like, oh, yes. Think about, like, I want to have a life with them or something?
So you don't seem to have romantic feelings, I guess, right?
I guess not.
But if you had to choose a gender, I guess, to take care of and be with, and have a life with, would you prefer a female companion or a male companion?
I mean, if I had to pick, I'd have to say female. They're overall nicer. But, like, not in a way, it's like, if males were like that, sure, I'd pick male. I just, you know?
You want to know if you're a lesbian, right?
I guess.
Alright. And she just kisses her.
Oh my god.
If that was enjoyable, you're a lesbian.
Lace just looks vaguely confused.
How did that feel?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm, like, a fan of it, but I didn't hate it. Neutral. Neutral's the word. I feel neutral about it.
Okay, this is not suggested. I'm not telling anyone to do this, but imagine it were a guy.
Everyone kiss Lace.
How would that feel? Imagine a male in Yara's place. How would that feel?
Probably the same. Just confusion.
Would you prefer the woman or the man?
Prefer if nobody did it.
Okay, she's not a lesbian.
What am I?
You are asexual, aromantic. You don't have any romantic feelings for anyone or feelings of wanting to fuck them. You can fuck people if you want to, but yeah.
Is there something wrong with me?
No. It's normal.
If it makes you feel any better, I am unosexual.
We've gone over this, Kellam. I don't speak Italian.
What the fuck is Italian? I only know Elven, Common, and Sailor Can't.
What does uno mean?
Uno, not you know.
Kellam, Captain, what is unosexual?
Wait, is that Gideon fucker you know? Is he a mono? Is that what, I mean, a uno? Is that what this is about?
No, I mean, it basically, yes, it is about Gideon, but it's more like he's the only person that I've ever wanted to be genuinely romantic with, so.
I enjoy both male and female.
What about non-male or females?
Those technically fit in. I enjoy either. I prefer feminine. But masculinity gets to be sometimes, and a little bit of stupidity.
Wait, you like stupidity, then why aren't you with Orion? Oh, Yara, I apologize for saying your kiss wasn't very good. It just wasn't to my...
I took no offense to it.
Thank you.
Alright. You reach the gates of the city.
Oh, did we see any of the dead bodies? Were they cleaned up?
They were still there.
Oh, cool.
What, did you want them to get cleaned up in the past hour since you last saw them?
Good point, but I just hadn't been thinking about it.
But yeah, as you reach the gates, right over the main gate, hanging over it, is an elf with bright blue skin, just literally hanging at the gate. Orion / Kellam and Lace. This body was not there when you guys left 12 hours ago. 13 hours ago.
Well, that's new.
I was about to say, it is. But it's still dead. You can tell it's dead.
Are you sure?
Very freshly dead.
Oh, it's very freshly dead.
Alright. Crossing the threshold is going to kick you back into Kellam.
God damn it already! Are we going any...
I guess we have to send back the tigers.
I mean, it could be later.
I mean, yeah, we could find a place to put them for now.
Do you think we'll just let them go in the woods? They'll return.
There is a community stable just inside the town wall, city wall.
The stable lets you hold them, not return them.
Yeah. Alright, where are you guys going?
No idea.
Finding a place to stay, I guess.
We just drove for like 12 hours, right?
6-hour ride there.
Okay, then we have like 2 hours before we want to sleep, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, you guys have been up for 24 hours.
Yeah, okay, that's why I'm saying finding an inn.
The two humans in the party would like some sleep, please. Please,
All right.
we're tired.
Okay. Let's find an inn.
Wait, Lace taps Yara on the shoulder. No, Lace is in front of Yara. Lace turns to Yara and whispers, "Can we switch spots so I can lean against you and sleep?"
Aren't they, like, leaving the tigers at the stable?
Yeah, we're leaving the
Yeah.
tigers.
Oh, she's grumpy now because she's got to walk while she's sleepy.
Right now, Kellam and Orion are in agreement that if Lace becomes too much, he will snap her neck.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Kind of rude to say out of nowhere, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, to the inn we go.
Alright, so you guys find an inn.
Oh hey, is the sister there? Could we crash at Yara's place? I don't want to like barge in, you know, that's kind of weird. But also, like, is that a viable option?
I'd like to go to the inn anyway.
You could try.
It's a little awkward.
Very awkward.
Let's go stay in a church.
In a church.
The church?
Let's look for an open field.
I'd like an open field.
So, what? Y'all just want to go lay in an unprotected field where we could literally be surrounded or killed or something? Not even from, or we could be robbed? Not even from the government people or Civil War people. Literally just by anybody who sees a group of fuckheads laying in a field. I mean, that's just me, though.
Do you have a better idea, Kellam?
An inn? I don't understand why we don't go to an inn. It has beds and bathrooms.
Okay, fine. You're the captain. Let's go to an inn.
But I just want to know, if you guys can convince me otherwise, why do we not want to go to an inn?
Well, it saves money.
I just want sleep.
It saves money. I don't know. We could take watch on the field. You don't sleep, do you, Captain?
I don't think so.
I got 75 of sleep.
Fine. Let's go sleep in a field. Go for it. You guys knock yourselves out. I will keep watch and practice my shooting. Hopefully the gunshots won't keep you awake.
I desire sleep or death, whichever reaches me first.
I can kill you.
Then let's just go to an inn. I do not care. Let us go to an inn. Let's go. Fen starts
If I
walking.
pass out in the street from exhaustion, one of you is carrying me.
That's fine. We have plenty of strong people who could carry you.
Oh, we can
Fen
sell
is
it.
just gonna start walking towards the inn. She doesn't care anymore. She's tired. She's going.
All right. He follows.
All right.
Well, how much for rooms?
These ones are going to be, you're in a capital city, 2 golden nights for an average room and 5 for a fancy one.
That's fine.
Yeah, average.
Kellam's going to pay for Lace's room and carry her to it, but he's not going to get a room himself.
Oh, that's actually nice of him. Well, good thing's Lace is asleep, so she'll
Yeah.
never...
That is exactly why.
Alright, so you room off and go to bed. Kellam, did you want to do anything while they sleep or just jump through?
When was the last time he fed?
Recently, I think. Yeah, before they left. Earlier,
Okay,
so, like,
so nah.
yeah.
I think he's gonna sit by a window and just watch people passing by.
Roll perception.
Don't you do this to me! Don't you do this to me!
Oh.
Do what? If you're looking, you need to roll perception.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
What do you think I'm gonna do? Gods, do you think I'm that horrible of a person?
It's an 11 plus 6, so 17.
Alright. Let me just check something.
That's a lot of dice.
Percentile? Question mark?
So as you're watching, at the very edge of your vision,
Oh no.
there is a head of black hair that you only see for a split second.
I mean, he literally sprints out and runs after it.
Roll another perception.
Oh, that's a nat 20! With modifiers, it's a 26.
Okay. So you follow this head through the crowd. You've got them in your sights for a while. They're still just out of reach. You can't make out who it is. And then they turn off into this rundown old building.
I mean, he's gonna follow. Like, he does not care if he's about to fuck things up or anything. He's following. I mean, he'll call out to him, I guess. Is he within, like, distance?
Yeah, sure. This person is within earshot.
That is the word, earshot. Thank you. Yeah, I guess he's gonna call out to him, see, and, like, try and, like, wave and get his attention, be like, I don't know if he wants to say his name or not, because then it's just weird. Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, he'll like, start calling out for Gideon and be like, and just kind of hoping it's him.
So this person turns to look back at you, and it's certainly not Gideon.
Mm.
It is a familiar face, though.
Oh, shit. Oh. Is it, like, familiar, like, I instantly know who it is? Or is it familiar, like, I can't place it?
I mean, you haven't seen this face in a good few years, but you definitely know this face.
Oh, shit. Ah, shit. I don't think he's just gonna stare at her. His mouth is literally just gonna be hung open, staring at her.
As you're staring at her, she's going to laugh and run her hands back through her hair, and black hair turns to blonde curls, and she runs off.
Fuck! Fucking knew this. I said leave her. I said leave her on the island. I said leave her on the island.
And she runs away, you said?
Yeah, she just not runs off, but disappears in the crowd.
He's just gonna keep standing there for a while. Like, he definitely stands there for a few minutes, just like in complete and utter shock. And now he's just thinking about how he let her onto his ship and she was there, and like he'll eventually turn back and go back to the inn, but it definitely takes him a while. And he's definitely gonna like sit by the window, but now he's like half like completely shaken up and other half just like furious, and he is looking at every single face in the crowd, almost waiting to see if she would try to pull something else or like come back.
Alright, nothing else happens involving her.
God damn.
fucking said we shouldn't bring her on the ship. All I'm saying. But I'm scared.
Is it okay to say that, like, Fen wakes up in 4 hours and then comes to talk to Kellam?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know when you want to do that. Just
Yeah, do it now.
okay. I didn't think I'd get this far either. So, Fen's gonna walk out of the room and walk into the common area, like stretching her arms, and then she's just gonna take a seat next to him. She's like, "Good morning, Captain," or is it the afternoon? I don't know what time of day it is here.
He shrugs and kind of gives her a small half wave, but he doesn't even look at her. He's still staring out the window.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
That is not very convincing, Captain.
you asked, I answered. He's gonna turn to her now. Sorry, did you need something? Have something you want to talk about?
I saw you first out of everyone else. So I came to sit.
Have you eaten? I don't know if they sell food here if you need food or not.
I'll be okay for the time being.
Good. Awkward boy is awkward. So, tell me about yourself.
Oh, you want to learn about me? What would you like to hear? Do you want something from my past? Something I enjoy? Something I dream of doing? Or do you want some of my fears?
You're just open about that stuff? Like, you just tell people that often?
Well, particularly, but you are my captain.
I guess whatever you're comfortable sharing?
Choose a number between 1 through 5.
3.
Alright. I actually was, even though I grew up with a family with a bunch of other races. We weren't related, but we grew up together. And it's funny coming to meet you guys after what happened so long ago. I used to practically live on a ship. We would stop in places a lot and lived a lot in Quarus, to be honest. So it's funny that we're going back there.
Seems to be a lot tied in there.
We only enjoyed Quarus for the snow. We'd go there during the winter. But being on the ship with you guys, even though it's familiar and nice, has been quite scary, I guess.
Scary, why? Or how?
The last time I was on a ship, someone had attacked us, and our ship was destroyed. And I woke up in the Forgotten Cove.
Do you know who?
Nope. No, I don't. I don't remember.
Well, I don't know how you were raised or monks, I guess, work, but if you ever remember and you want to, like, get some vengeance, we could, like, totally do that. You know, I'm down. I'm good for that.
I guess we can say this. If we find Azalea, I want to be the one to kill her.
He goes, like, white. Like, any color in his cheeks, I guess. Just white. Yeah, we'll see about that one.
Are you alright, Captain?
Yes, just as Azalea, not a fan.
I don't think any of us were. Maybe except for Vonry. Vonry seemed to quite like her.
Unfortunately. Yeah. If we ever see Azalea, you are more than welcome to kill her.
If I'm strong enough to.
Why do you say that you aren't? What makes you think that?
I asked you about Azalea. Was it you or Orion? I asked you if you knew anything about her.
Right. I mean, you ask one of us, you're basically asking the others. You'll just get different answers. But I believe it was me that you asked.
I believe that she's too powerful because, in my vision, my fatherly figure, the one I looked up to, his name is Rexus. He was laying dead on an island, and she came. Well, she was on some beach. I don't know if it was an island or land, or she came, and the words haunt me. Death is only temporary, and she kissed him, and then his hand moved. Although I am pleased to know he is alive, I'd rather have found him dead than seeing that.
That is... Oh, maybe she's a necromancer.
Oh no, I didn't like that noise. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I thought she seemed nice. I swear she seemed nice at first. I held her... I can't believe I held her hand. I can't believe I let her touch me. Oh.
Yeah, well, she, quite the master of manipulation.
Tell me something about you.
Oh.
Oh, I guess I do have a specific question if that makes it easier.
That makes it a lot easier.
What was it like growing up with Orion?
Annoying, frustrating, infuriating. A lot. Orion and I want extremely different things in life. He was always Mom's favorite. Mom basically hated me. I was always Dad's favorite. Dad basically hated him. So there was a lot of, I don't know, back and forth, I guess. But I don't know. It's hard to describe because you want to say it's like a brotherly bond. You know, we are the same body, and we hear each other all the time, and we see everything that happens through each other's eyes, and you know, like we're always there. But it's not a brotherly bond. We hate each other. The only reason, you know, like we're even somewhat civil or don't tear ourselves apart is because of our body. If Orion and I were two separate people, not in one body, like, I would have killed him years ago. I would not have stayed around him. Well, he could probably kill me more than I could kill him, or do more harm to me than I would him, at least. I don't know why I went down that road.
Was that hard to talk about?
A little, it's hard to talk about, but not... I can talk about what it is, and I don't know. It's just weird to talk about. I don't know how to talk about it. It's not something that is often talked about. Like, it's just a thing, and everybody's like, yeah, that's a thing, and they're always quizzical about it usually, but it's never something that's... So it's just, you know, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to talk about, but it's not hard necessarily.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why you would be. You haven't done anything wrong.
You never get any time alone, do you? Neither of you, from what it sounds like, you don't get that peace of sitting with yourself. You always have to sit with the other.
We're always... I can see everything through him, and he can see everything through me. Obviously, there are times that I will tune out, I suppose. But typically, yeah, it's pretty constant. And I mean, we're not always just bickering back and forth. If there's no conversation to be had, then there's no conversation to be had. But there is a lot of back and forth. I mean, I've lived with it for 40 3 years now. It is what it is.
So I'm sorry I'm getting so deep into this. I'm very curious.
You're fine.
If you are to think to yourself, no matter what, he will hear it if he chooses to?
Yeah. And vice versa.
I don't think I could do that.
It's a lot. You just have to hold on to hope that maybe one day there's a way to change it or split it up or something.
If you were to be in your own body, what would you do with yourself?
I would take after my dad. I would take an orphan. I'd search until I found my love, and I would sail the seas.
That's very lovely, Captain. You are a good captain. I hope you know that.
I appreciate that. I'm nothing like my father was, but...
You can only be the best you are to yourself.
How are you so full of wisdom and seemingly optimism? I think that's the right word.
If you look at everything through red glasses, all you would see was red. Look at it from a different color, a different point of view. You can't keep living full of hate. You enjoy the little things. I really wish we could have rode those mouses when we were small. Mice.
What?
You know, when we were on the table. I'm still regretting that. I didn't get to ride a mouse.
Oh, the food fight.
I was so small. I could have.
Well, maybe you can ask the high...
Oh no, I'm not talking to her again.
Why?
If any of my theories are correct, she's not one to befriend. Also, Jara really doesn't like her, and I kind of trust her on that.
Orion wants to use her as an ally.
I mean, coming from an outward perspective, that might be a good idea. But every action has its consequences.
That's fair.
Would you like to have a drink, Captain?
I would love a drink. Actually, that sounds amazing.
What would you like? I'll get it.
Just, rum.
Alright, Fenn's gonna walk over to the bar and ask for rum and a whiskey. No, Fen drinks vodka. Fen likes vodka.
Amazing.
Fen's gonna ask for some vodka. Do they sell alcohol in nature?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, there's definitely alcohol in this one. Single drinks or bottles?
How much for both?
We'll say 2 gold a bottle, so like 4 for the both of them. Or if you wanted to just do single drinks, it would be 5 copper each.
Let's go with she's gonna put down 1 silver for 2 silvers. Two glasses of vodka and 2 glasses of rum.
Amazing. So they're gonna get drunk.
Yeah,
Everyone wakes up and Fen and fucking Kellam are just wasted.
Yeah, have fun with that. Alright, so you guys are drinking. Roll con saves for me, please.
Okay. That's just a 20, right?
Plus your constitution modifier.
Okay.
That's a 16 plus 1, 17.
I got a 19. 17 plus 2.
Alright. Kellam, you're sloshed.
Perfect.
Fen, you're not as bad, but still very everything. And
Still drunk, but not entirely wasted.
so yeah, we're going to jump to 6 a.m. Everyone's awake. Alright. Alright, so everyone's up and downstairs and whatever. And they come across drunk Kellam and Fen.
Good morning, sleepyheads.
Have fun, did we?
Oh, yes.
Very much.
At this point, Malik nods, opens his drugs, and takes a good old whiff.
Oh, man.
Malik. Look, Malik is joining the party.
Oh, that's so good. Both of you are very great. Don't you know that?
Malik just slow nod.
Inebriated people roll perception at disadvantage.
That's a
Well, perceive shit.
12 plus 6 and a 1 plus 6, 7.
That wasn't much of a disadvantage, I'll tell you that much.
And everyone else that's downstairs, so the non-inebriated people, so Lace and Vonry, roll as well. Not at disadvantage. Alright, so, Malik and Ben, you notice that the building is almost completely empty. There's just your group and a very nondescript person in the corner. And that's about it. Just empty.
Malik glances around the room and he's like, yeah, but when they went in, was there a lot of people?
There was a lot of people when they went in.
So it could just be ass crack of dawn hour. Malik glances at that nondescript person because it's a little sus.
We should raid the bar, guys.
He immediately
Guys?
whacks Kellam in the forehead. He just
Guys.
immediately whacks him in the forehead. Just pop.
Ow! What the fuck? Guys, there's no one there. We should raid it.
Whack.
I think Lace would also be wanting to raid the bar.
Yes, Lace! Lace. I can count on you, Lace. You get me, Lace.
Kellam. Why don't... Okay, instead of raiding the bar, why don't we do something else? I can't think of anything. Why don't we do something else?
Raid the bar.
Why don't we do
Raid
what we
the
came here
bar.
to do?
Raid the bar.
Yeah. To see if the portals! Take adventure to the portals.
Oh yeah, are those things open?
Go now, let's go to the portals. No, let's go. Ben stands up, she almost falls, but she catches herself.
Just take me to the ocean. That's all the water I need.
Let's go to the portals. Come on.
Malik is still staring at that person in the corner. He's just like, I want to go talk to him.
Lace is gonna definitely take something from the bar.
Lace, grab me something.
Oh my god.
Lace gets a bottle of fairy wine.
What?
I don't think she'd go for the wine.
I'll take it. If you don't want it, I'll take it. Slide me some of that wine.
She definitely took it.
Lace, can you share? Is that okay?
Even drunk Fen is so polite.
You can have some later.
Okay.
Lace, we're friends.
And you're drunk.
I'm you.
Oh, Ben's totally trying to nonchalantly kiss Lace on the cheek because she's just really happy about her, but she's really failing at it.
I think Lace is just gonna slowly push her away. Just hold her at arm's length. Not gonna push her or anything. Just kind of hold her at a distance.
We can check portals now.
Okay.
Yes, adventure. Let's go. Ben's gonna try to start walking. She's just stumbling just a little bit, but she's walking.
Okay, check portals. Yes. Drunk people stay here. Yes.
No, we go with.
No.
No!
I can babysit the drunk ones if you want.
Are you gonna get drunk with us?
I'm not going to get drunk with you, but I'm going to watch you and be very amused.
But I want to go on an adventure.
We can have an adventure right here. How about this? We sit down at a table and tell a story together. Go on an adventure in our minds.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. But I don't want to let go of Malik's hand.
Well, Malik, we're either cutting off your hand or you're staying.
No, it's okay. She lets go.
Alright, so let's all stay in here that are staying in here and let the rest of them do what they need to do.
Alright, so the sober people walk through the door, the drunk people and Lace stay in the bar.
It's fantastic.
It's gonna be so fun.
And that's where we're gonna call it a night.
Lit. Good night.
Tales from the Emerald Duchess is a roleplay-heavy, modified 4th edition D&D podcast and is licensed under Creative Commons Non-Commercial 4.0 International License. Follow us on Twitter and interact with the cast at Duchess Crew.